The top story in town today, absolutely horrendous scenes which unfolded very early on this morning in London when we saw a man going on the rampage with a sword. You heard that right, killing a 14-year-old boy. Let me cross live to Home and Security editor Mark White. Good evening to you, Mark. This has been quite a developing story as the day has gone on.
Good evening to you, Michelle.
Bring our viewers up to speed, if you will, with the very latest that we know.
Well, the very latest is a new picture that we've obtained which shows the dramatic moments in which this 30-year-old suspect was arrested by police officers, frontline police officers armed with tasers, who had to try to subdue him multiple times with taser firearms, or at least taser stun guns, because these things are never 100% guaranteed, and sometimes they just don't connect and don't bring a suspect down. And this imagery was captured on a doorbell camera, and it shows, as I say, the moments where that suspect was cornered by that doorway, and a number of police officers eventually managed to bring him down to the ground and arrest him. This was 22 minutes after the initial 999 call was received by Scotland Yard reporting that a van had smashed into a house and that a person was involved in stabbing individuals. When the police got there, they said that other members of the public had been stabbed, and we're told, of course, that 2 police officers were also stabbed as they tried to confront and arrest this individual. Now, we've heard a couple of updates from police throughout the day. They say that as yet they've not been able to establish a motivation because they've not been able to speak to the man. He was injured in that initial vehicle crash, so he is currently in hospital and not yet, according to the police, in a fit state to be interviewed. But they, of course, are delving into his background. We'll be speaking to family members and friends of this individual to try to establish exactly who he is, Michelle. And importantly, at this stage, police say they're not aware of having any prior contact with this individual before this morning's deadly events that resulted in the death, the murder of a 14-year-old boy.
Absolutely shocking. Mark White, thank you very much for that update.